March the 2nd, 2025. And, or if you're Alyssa, if you're my granddaughter Alyssa, today is February the 30th, 2025. Yeah. Okay. So this is Chat or Weight Watchers workshop number 404, and we are talking about swiping right on foods that we like. And we just learned that swiping right originated from card games, where if you positively said, yes, I want another card, they swipe to the right, you know, but then apparently it turned into a thing on dating apps. So again, not dating. Don't worry, John, not dating. So I had to look that up. But I am going to swipe right on some foods that I like that are low or 0 points. And we're going to cook some of them tonight. This is not really a recipe. We're just going to cook something that I can take home and eat for supper later. And I may or may not share it with John. So first thing, one thing that I do like is hamburgers. So I love hamburgers, and I don't even necessarily have to have a bun. If I'm not going to have a hamburger on a bun though, I'm not going to wrap it up in lettuce. So I tried that eons ago when I did low carb, and that just made me angry. I would rather eat the hamburger with a knife and fork than put it in a lettuce wrapper. I have also tried hamburgers in tortillas. That's okay. So I would rather just do it like this. Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. Vicky wanted to know if John liked the poblano peppers. Very much. Very, very much. And I have another one. I actually got another one, and I ordered some poblano pepper seeds. We liked it that much. We will be growing some. Okay, so I wanted to be able to swipe right on being able to have hamburgers again. Oh, hold on. Debbie's got a star goal. She made French fries instead of frozen ones and had a potato in the refrigerator and microwave. And let's see, she spritzed it with extra virgin olive oil and air fried good crispy fries. Perfect. That is perfect, Debbie, and those are delicious. Yes, I have enjoyed them like that as well. So I wanted to be able to swipe right on being able to have hamburgers again, and Weight Watchers provided. So now we can have 90% lean, 10% or less fat. So 90% lean ground beef is 0 points now. And I found these at Kroger. And Debbie, was it you that said that you bought some of these today? So these are Kroger brand. I have not looked at any other stores yet, but these are Kroger brand quarter-pound burgers. Cooks perfectly. 8 burgers, 100% pure beef burgers, 91%. These are 91%, if you can see that. 91% lean, so these are only 9% fat. I have my griddle here that Carol Lou so generously donated towards. So Carol Lou sent me an Amazon gift card, and I believe we still have the link on how to do that. And sorry, I've been practicing, so yeah, so I still had a little bit of hamburger on there, but so Carol Lou sent me a gift card, an Amazon gift card, and I used it to buy this Dash griddle. I have already worn this puppy out. So we've used it several times here for our workshops, and I have also used it for at home, for turkey sausage, for eggs, for pancakes, for hamburgers, for pork chops, for all kinds of things. So again, Carol Lou, thank you. This has been extremely helpful for the chats and at home. So this is a 91. Let's see, wait, Debbie did have burger patties today from Wally World, cooked on the barbecue grill today. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, and Debbie got pistachios. Okay, so this is a 91% lean, so it's only 9% fat burger. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to put on here. The next thing that we're going to put on here is a portobello mushroom, and I am just going to spritz a little spot, and I'll turn the camera around here in a second so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to spritz a little spot with some olive oil. I'm going to turn around a little bit. Okay, and this is just an Evo sprayer. It's an extra virgin olive oil it's an Evo sprayer, and it sprays just a tiny bit of olive oil. So I did that with just a little bit, just a spritz of the olive oil. You can use nonstick spray if you want to on a portobello mushroom cap, and those are about that big. I will make one comment about this burger, so I'm very interested to see how it shrinks up. My son-in-law Alan buys 80/20, so he loves a good hamburger too, and he buys 80/20 hamburger meat, and his patties start out about this big. This patty is a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand. Alan's patties, his 80/20 patties, when he gets done, they're this big. They're the size of a hockey puck. So I'm very anxious to see how big this turns out. It is also approximately the size, I don't have to measure it because it currently, uncooked, is approximately the size of the portobello mushroom. Okay, next, we're gonna add a tiny bit more oil, and I'm gonna add some onions. To this. So now we have a 91% fat free, so 91% lean. Ooh, so we have a 91% lean hamburger, only 9% fat, a portobello mushroom, which we need to check already. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and flip that puppy. We're probably gonna flip the portobello mushroom a couple of times. So we're going to flip that one a couple of times, and we're going to make more like a portobello steak, the mushroom steak, which John will tell you that portobello mushrooms are not steak. And John, is cauliflower, can you have a cauliflower steak? Just asking. John will tell you we cannot. Okay, let's check the hamburger real quick. And if you happen to have, okay, it can stay on this side for a little bit longer. If you happen to have a Dash grill. I have this on 3. 3 seems to be my happy cooking spot. I made the pancakes the other day on 2. Eggs I always do on like 2 to 3. Bacon on 2 to 3. Turkey sausage on 2 to 3. So 3 seems to be my happy spot for cooking things on the Dash grill. So we've got a 91% lean hamburger, a portobello mushroom, and I just added some onions. Next, we're going to make another just little spritz, and I may not be able to show all this at one time, but we're also going to do an egg, and I just got this little egg ring, and we're going to see how it works. Okay, we're going to add, let's go ahead and add a little something to our onions. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add just a smidge of garlic because the onions, and this is just squeezed garlic, I'm going to add just a smidge because they are just about ready to flip. Also, last week, let me turn this so y'all can see the egg. The egg is doing pretty well in this little egg ring. So, last week we were talking about the that squeeze guacamole that I got from Kroger. I bought a second one today. It is so good. It is so good. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the onions once, because I think they're going to cook fast. Yeah, the onions are going to cook pretty fast. Yeah. And this is one of those, this onion is one of those strawberry onions that I showed you all last week maybe, that I had gotten from Pratt's down here. Also, this hamburger said that you did not need to thaw it before you started cooking it. So I'm going to flip that, and now I'm going to add a little bit of Dax Steakhouse seasoning because it's good on hamburgers, it's good on potatoes. This is smelling really, really good. So we're going to add a little bit of that to the hamburger. And y'all are going to get to watch a lot of this just sit here and cook for a few minutes. And I just realized how fast this is going. So we actually may not even make it the entire hour tonight other than just chit-chatting. So we've got a 91% lean burger, frozen burger from Kroger. We've got a portobello mushroom. The portobello mushroom right now only has olive oil on it. You could add some vinegar to it. You could marinate it in something if you wanted to. You could do some garlic. You could do pepper, salt and pepper if you wanted to. The onions do have a little bit of garlic on them. They're going to cook super fast. They're going to be the fastest thing to cook. And Sarah says we need smell-o-vision. Yes, we do. And then I have my little egg over here, and I'm just going to add a teeny tiny bit of salt to that. And my little egg, my little egg thing is doing a great job of keeping, just a tiny bit of salt. It's doing a great job of keeping the egg in a circle. And this does smell really good. You know what would be really good on the burger and on the mushroom? Hold on a second. We're going to grab something to add to that. So see how easy this is? Like you can change it up as you go. So I'm going to put a little bit of Bragg liquid aminos on the portobello mushroom. Actually, I'm going to flip it again, and I'm going to put it on the rib side because I think it'll soak in there better. And now it already smells so good with the Bragg liquid aminos. That would be good on the hamburger too. If you wanted to cook part of this in the air fryer, oh, hold on, Debbie. Yes, I do. If you wanted to cook part of this in the air fryer, you certainly could. I just wanted to use the grill tonight. And this is all sizzling, smelling so good. John, if you are there, do you want me to bring part of this home to you? Oh, the garlic. The garlic is looking good. And see my giant, this is my giant pancake flipper that I brought with me to flip all of this. So we've got onions, we've got a 91% lean hamburger patty, we've got a portobello mushroom cap. Oh, this is all looking so good, so good. Okay, all of that needs a few more minutes, probably about 5 more minutes to finish cooking. So what do y'all want to talk about for 5 minutes? What are some things, let's see, how do you know when the mushroom is done or ready? So Melissa, see how it's still kind of, can you see how that's still kind of firm? So that's not ready yet. So that John, stop. I'll explain that what John just said in a second. So the fact that it's still really firm in the center means it's got about 5 more minutes. I'm going to cheat and look at the inside of the hamburger just because I've never made these before and I want to make sure that this is cooking on the inside. I think the hamburger needs about 5 more minutes. The onions might be able to come off pretty soon, and the egg is looking pretty good, but I'm wishing I had actually sprayed the little egg ring. Okay, so what John means when he says that would make a good breakfast, he literally spends most of his days, bless his heart. This is why he makes such a good Disney husband. Anything that we don't eat, don't want to carry, we've got bags, we've got extra food, we've got stuff that we didn't finish. John literally just follows us around carrying our bags and eating any food that we didn't finish. So he continues to do that at home, and now especially since we live right behind Casey and Alan and the girls, anything that the girls don't eat, John literally walks around behind them gathers everything. So like if they've left a little bit of pasta over here or some rice over here, or like tonight they had pork chops, broccoli, and sesame noodles. Yeah, that would be good. Debbie says I need a dome steamer for the burger and the mushroom. That would be really good. So I could have made one out of a little aluminum foil tent. But if I didn't try this, okay, so hold on. I've got 2 different conversations going on right now. Yeah, so if I had thought of that, I could have done that. Yeah, for tonight. Okay, well we'll know for next time because I still have 7 more of these hamburgers to cook. Not tonight. So. Anyway, so John follows everybody around, eats their leftover food. If the girls leave half of a fruit bar, he keeps it for breakfast the next morning. Macaroni and cheese. Again, tonight was pork chops. I think it was pork chops, sesame noodles, and broccoli, if they left any of that. So Alyssa was a little squeamish about it since she doesn't do new foods. Y'all know that. But he'll follow her. Whatever she has left, he'll make that into a breakfast. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a handful of peanuts. It doesn't matter if it's goldfish crackers, or it doesn't matter if it is this. He always says, ooh, that would make a good breakfast. He eats the weirdest stuff for breakfast. Okay, so let's flip this one more time. And Carol says that these egg rings always stick for her, so she quit using them. Well, good to know now, Carol, because I went ahead and bought one today. Okay. Let's see how our hamburger is doing. And my giant pancake flipper might not have been the best idea of things to use. The onions are looking fantastic. They smell so good. They're starting to caramelize perfectly. Onions are something that are they just get better on the grill. I mean, like you just can't go wrong with onions on the grill. I guess that's why at the fair and things like that, they always cook onions on those, kind of on those flat griddles, because you can't go wrong with a good grilled onion. Okay, and let's check on our egg over here. The egg is just about perfect. It actually might be time to take it off. Carol, it is coming off. It's sticking a little bit, but it is coming off okay, so I think we are still going to be okay. Yep, that egg is perfection. And I'm not one to waste any eggs, so let's just take that little squib off. And this was the thing that I was the most interested in. This is the thing I was the most interested in, was being able to pick up the little egg thing. Okay, so since we've only got about 10 minutes left, and I was actually afraid that we were running too far ahead of time. By the way, the fork, I'm just using it to touch the food. Please do not use a metal fork on your griddle. So if you have a Dash griddle or any other brand, please do not use a metal fork on it. You can scratch off the nonstick. Okay, and let me check this burger. I'm going to cheat just because, again, they are new to me. And I just want to be sure that is absolutely cooked to perfection. So let's turn all this down. Okay. Let's scoop this over, and we are going to plate it. And I'm going to show you what I ended up with. Here is my super cute. And Carol, I've done that, but then I said, okay, so Carol says she uses the ring from the lid of a mason jar. I've done that before, and then I end up with it everywhere. So this is my super cute Italy. It's a plate from Italy, actually made in Italy, that I got from Goodwill here in town for like $3 or $4. Okay, so I'm going to take my portobello mushroom cap. Then I'm going to take, my hamburger, my 90% lean hamburger, and I'm going to put that on top of that. Then I'm going to take my perfectly grilled onions. My perfectly grilled onions. I keep trying to call them mushrooms. My perfectly grilled onions. And I'm going to put those on there. Smells so good. And then I'm going to take my egg, and who's been doing the math? Did anyone think to do the math for me? This is not a trick question. I did not ask anyone to do the math for me, but has anyone been doing the math while we've been cooking this? And this would be really good with like a little side salad, or we bought some pickled vegetables that somebody ordered from like New Jersey or somewhere in the refrigerator. It would be really good with those to add a little bit of color, add some, I could have done the asparagus. But has anybody been, yeah, Sarah's exactly right. That is 0 points. It is a portobello mushroom cap made into a hamburger steak. It is a hamburger, an actual, real hamburger, grilled onions, and an egg. It's 0. It's 0, Vicki. There are no points. There are 0 points in this. Yeah, exactly, Carol Ann. It's 0. Okay, so let's see how this tastes. Again, this would have been really good with like some slaw, or anything to add a little bit of green, a little bit of green color to it. But this is a 0 point hamburger. So if you wanted to use one of those keto buns that you all were, oh yeah, Carol, totally. Carol said she would pass on the mushroom and the egg. Oh yeah, totally. You could just make a burger. I was just trying to make the point that it is just so big and so good and so delicious. I'm confident. I'm getting ready to try this. This is the first time I've tried this. I am confident that I'm going to be swiping right on this. But you all were talking a few minutes ago about keto bread, buns. You were talking about, some other things. You could 100% do that and have a 2-point bun with this, and it would only be 2 points. Or you could chop it up and put it on top of a salad, or you could add it to whatever, add some cheese. Vicki, I used so little olive oil that, yeah, I'm counting it as 0 points because it is literally less than 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely fantastic. John, I don't know if I'm bringing you any of this or not. And Carol says she doesn't do runny eggs. It's not runny at all. It just looks like it though, doesn't it? So I left it. This is sunny side up. Well done. Okay. And Debbie says the egg needs to be runny. Okay. We were left it on here, and I don't really do runny eggs either. So it looks runny. John would 100% eat it runny, but it is not. My gosh, that's good. Oh my goodness, that is good. Okay, so. Wow, my gosh. I'm so glad that I got those hamburgers. Doesn't need a bun. Absolutely does not need a bun. You could add some real cheese to that because all the rest of this is 0. You could add a nice side salad. You could do some vegetables. You could do a potato because the potato would be 0 unless you put some other things on it. My goodness, is that good. I am swiping right. So this is not a dating app, but I am swiping right on these 0 point foods. My goodness, mushroom. It's like a mushroom. It's like a steak. Portobello mushroom steak, hamburger, grilled onions, a not runny egg. It is absolute perfection. It's not a recipe. It's just something I threw together. Who would swipe right on this? So would you swipe right on this 0 point dinner? Oh my gosh, that is so good. John, I'm serious. I don't know if you're getting any of this or not. This is so good. Okay, so that's all I got for you for tonight. I hope that you will swipe right on this. There's not really anywhere to swipe right, but I hope that you would pretend like this is a dating app and swipe right, and you would keep me as your date. If you were watching this on YouTube, please let that next video go ahead and roll over. I promise you will enjoy it. And if you were watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe and click that little bell so that you will know when our next video is posted. For the rest of you, thank you for letting me make food like this so that I can have yummy, yummy, yummy dinners. And Sherry says she would swipe right, and Lynn says yes, and Marlene says yummy. Making yummy food like this because you all help me stay on track. And Debbie wants to know the cost of the burgers. Genuinely don't remember, but I'll look that up. I'll look that up and I'll post that for you all when I get home. But this really keeps me on task, makes me really think outside the box, which I hope helps you all think outside the box. 0 points. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. And you all have an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.